It would help if I turn my mic on. Hi, you guys. Okay, so a couple technical difficulties, but I am here only 5 minutes late. For those of you that we are just getting to know each other, you may not know this, but I live in the country. I deal with the most atrocious internet. We did get a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel last night, and then our neighbors are using a different service than us. They're working from home and they're finding more success in it. So this week, that is 100% on my to-do list because that would change my life. So I am live streaming from Zoom. It may slow me down, so I may have to hop off of it, but I'm hoping that I can share my screen with you for today's call. Most of the time I will do it from my phone. The internet's better. If you are watching, comment and let me know how the internet is. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We are so widespread from Canada to the United States that I just think it's this really powerful thing. All of these women working together, all with very similar goals, and it's pretty cool, right? So I'm just making sure that I'm actually on live. There's a bunch of you watching me, so let me know if this is, I say that weirdly, let me know if this is actually working. So I'm just making sure. Okay. Nothing like, hey, good morning. Okay. I don't get to see the comments unless, looks great, awesome, perfect. If it stops working and if I have to end up recording again, that's okay. I am a roll with the punches kind of human. I'm very used to it. Okay, sorry, you got to stop myself from talking. No, gonna have to close it. Okay, you guys, today is not going to be our sexy training. Today isn't going to like fire you up and be like, okay, Lori's going to change my life on this one. But I do believe that there is a really big importance in starting from a really strong base. So you know what? I wanted to start with branding because it's one of my favorite topics. It's something that we've even dug into in here before. But I know that, you know what, let's just take it back to the basics. Let's make sure that you're starting your VIP groups from a really concrete place, that you have them set up, that you've named them properly, that you've got a really good header or image. And I'm going to literally pull up my own VIP group. I'm going to go through this VIP group. There is a workbook inside the unit. So whenever there is like supporting documents, PDFs, or templates or anything that I can give to support the training, you're going to find it inside the unit where these trainings will also be saved as well. So hopefully you grabbed those today. Just pulling this up actually because I want to grab my group. Okay, here we go. Got my group up. I did a new cover image this morning. Sorry, it's sometimes hard to play with. Okay, let me share my screen with you. And then I also want to go through that workbook with you guys as well. Okay, so you can see my screen now. And you guys, we just had a massive launch. So you're going to see that my screen is going absolutely wild right now. I don't know why I tend to hop on these trainings right when we're doing a massive launch. So let's talk first about the name of your group. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this on Thursday in the fact that we want to brand ourselves rather than branding ourselves in the company, if that makes sense. So when I very first started out, my group was called LoriSellen.VIP group. So hands up if your group is something similar like that. There's no shame in the game. And honestly, every single training that I do for you, I want you to take what you love and leave the rest. This business is all about you do you. And what I'm going to share with you is what has worked for me, what is working for my clients, but it doesn't mean that it's a one size fits all. Everything's going to be a little bit different for everybody, okay? So when you're thinking about the branding, this is going to be something that we dig into deeper on Thursday, but I want you to come up with something that speaks to the vibe inside your group. So mine is, I sell Stella and Dot. It's jewelry and accessories and clothing and all of that good stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm going to lose my mind. Maybe if I close this, probably not because I want to be on Facebook. Okay. Um, if I want, so I've called it Styled by Lori. I changed the little header. You can see that it says for fall all the time. I actually change my cover image typically once a month as well, sometimes more often if I'm doing something bigger in there. But it's really important to me to brand my group me. So technically, you should actually be able to pick up your business and take it to another network marketing company if you wanted to, or build something outside of network marketing because you branded it yourself rather than the company. The truth is, like, many of these women, they're going to be inside other people's VIP groups. They are going to, they have every capability of shopping the website if they want to. That's why we want to set ourselves apart. We want to be the difference, and we want to create an experience and a community over just kind of like sharing the stuff. And rather than being Lori's Stellan.vip groups, I'm Styled by Lori. So my one tip, and guys, drop the names of your group below, and we can even brainstorm some out for you if you want to have a little bit of help. If you want help coming up with a name, give us a little bit of details, like what company are you with? What do you sell? What kind of vibe do you want to have inside that group? The one piece of advice that I will give you on creating a name is that you want to have your own first name in there. And the reason for that is because it makes it really easy for your customers to search, because they may not remember that if I was just like Styled for the fall and I changed the name all the time or whatever, like, honestly, think about it. Think about how many VIP groups and how many Facebook groups in total that you are in. You do want to make it really easy to search. Your customers will remember your name, not necessarily the name of your group. Okay, so that's why I have Lori in there. You guys are also good to know I love Diet Coke. I only drink one a day, but 9 times out of 10, it's a necessary part of my day. So inside of your workbook, you'll notice that I talked about the name of your group, and then the cover image. You want to make it really, really attractive. Okay, I made this one inside Canva. You'll see, like, I can click on it. This is the image. What I basically do, because Canva can be like a little bit finicky and you can play, if you have never been on Canva, I can actually do a training inside here. Comment here if you want a little mini Canva training. It's an awesome free website to create like really professional looking graphics. I do so much stuff. Like, I'm on Canva. But basically what I do is, they don't have a Facebook cover image that's the perfect size. For some reason, theirs is way too big. So I found something that's similar. And every month I just swap out these pictures and I make them more seasonal. These are all pieces that are launching today. I always have my own picture on there. I always make it look really, really attractive. At least I think that it's attractive looking. It actually matches with my outfit today, right? But you can see it's fall colors, so it's styled for the fall. Now, what else do you want to have inside your VIP group? There's so many other functions, you guys. I want to show you about going into your edit settings. This needs to be done from a computer, so I'll show you. Go into your edit settings. Inside here, this is where you can change the name right here. This is where you can give your description, and don't get too hung up on the description. I actually don't really know what mine says. I don't update my like shopping link all the time like a lot of people do. Truthfully, every single time, I would far prefer my customers to shop directly with me than to go on the website any day of the week. That's because, and we'll dig into this more, but that's because I want to be able to offer personal service. That's because I want the opportunity to upsell them, to make sure they're getting the best deal, to drop seeds for hosting, for joining my team, and really just to establish that relationship, and also to make shopping really, really easy for you. Because if we can make shopping easy, they're going to want to do it again, right? We're going to become their go-to person because we're like the drug dealer and we make it easy and like it's right there and available. So don't get too hung up on this. What it's really important for is when people are joining your group or they're looking at things, they're going to come up to that description and they're going to ask themselves, like, is this group for me? So give them a little bit about what they're going to expect inside that group. So mine's, hey, gorgeous, welcome to Style by Lori's Boutique, the private community for you, my VIP clients. Each week, I'll be sharing fashion, styling, accessories, beauty, and lifestyle must-haves. I'll have special contests, giveaways, and you'll be the first to know about sales and exclusive VIP offers. All your friends, add your friends, and let's stay stylish. And then you can like check my stuff out online. Easy peasy, you guys, right? You can borrow as much as mine as you want. You can choose the color right here. This basically, you don't really see it on a computer so much as a phone, I believe. And I just changed it to make it fun. I should probably look to see if that even matches right now. But here's the thing that I really wanted to show you. This change the address. This thing is so key on a VIP group or any, I don't change them for online parties because I do so many of them. I used to, but I do change them. Like you'll notice that the link to our Women Inspiring Women group is words, not all of these, like not all of those random numbers and letters. You can click on this change address and you can create an actual word. This makes it so much easier for remembering how to give this link. Makes it so much easier and better to put on a postcard or like under like a website on your email address, all the things. So make sure you go in there and just change that address, okay? If you got nothing else from this training, I hope that you got that. Brand your group with your name and yourself rather than your company, and change that name and make your cover image beautiful. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of some of the fun things that you can do inside of a Facebook group. And let me go over to Women Inspiring Women. Okay, so I don't think I have topics on this one, but I could have showed them on my group page. You can do lots of fun things inside a Facebook group. So you can go into the units section. If you want units, you may have to activate them inside your edit settings. Just click add and it'll be good. You can add units in here. It keeps things really highly organized. And if you have a consumable product and a product that stays the same month to month, this might be an awesome way to kind of like teach people something. Remember that we want to create an experience inside of our VIP groups, and we want to add value and teach them things and really, really engage with them. And we're going to go deep into this and what that means to create value. But basically, the difference inside your VIP group is that you're going to create a community. You're going to have an experience inside your group, and that's going to connect people to you. And hands down, the growth inside your VIP group, actually turning your VIP group into a sales machine, is all about two things: consistency and growth. So show up inside there every single day, add value, connect, all those good things with your customers, and always have a plan to grow your group every single month. And that's all you need to do. And I promise it'll, like, literally, I got a message this morning from one of the amazing women inside my Thrive group. And she's like, you know what, Lori, I've been doing it. I've been posting 3 to 5 times a day for the last 3 weeks. My sales have increased, participation has increased. I've got a couple new women in there, and that is really the name of the game, and that is going to change everything for you. And we're going to talk more about that. But one of the fun ways that you could like organize information that you refer to a lot. So this might be more useful in like a team page or something like that, but I can see how in a VIP group, let's say you run a makeup tutorial. Could you create a unit section so that when someone adds their friend and wants them to see the makeup tutorial, it's really easy to see as well. I use topics for this as well. Actually, let me take you back to my own VIP group. So you'll see right here that I have a lot of topics. And basically, when you click on one of them, so my top 10 must-haves. I need to update this. Don't judge me. It's older. Must-have pieces. Anytime a new line launches, you could do something like your top 10 must-haves of the new line. You could spread that over the course of 2 days, and then you just create a topic so that people can easily get to that. And so literally it's just, they can now scroll through my top 10 must-haves. Very easy, right? Topics are great. think about the different ways. And hopefully you have a pen and paper out, and hopefully this is sparking some ideas and how this could relate to you. I can see inside like the units, like let's say it's pampered, or let's say we have Epicure and you wanted to share a number of different home recipes. You could have a unit section all about chicken. You could have a unit section all about easy lunches. You could also create topics around those different things, or different spices, or different condiments inside of your line. I like to use, and I don't use this very often, but you can also use your albums to highlight things. So I've got our 2 newest catalogs inside of our albums. This makes it really easy for me to tag a customer when they want to check through a catalog. And it makes it so that I don't have to direct them somewhere else to a website. Not that I like hate them going to a website, but I do want to provide as much personal service as possible. I do want to put as much as I can at their fingertips. And so when you're playing around with your group, just try these different things and see what connects with your customers. I've got my top 10 picks. I've got the different customer perks. Now, this is stuff that I need to obviously go and update, but, and I wanted to just go into here to make sure that I touch on everything. This is one of my favorite quotes: one day or day one, you decide. It honestly, like these businesses take determination and really just like the grit to outlast the fact that you're going to be frustrated so many times, the fact that you're going to want to give up because no one's commenting back, or you had an online party that was a flop. And then I've had so many of my team members be like, I'll say to them, well, when was the last time you did an online party, when we're trying to get them out of a rut? And they're like, well, I did one like 6 months ago, but it was terrible, so I must be really bad at it. And if that were the truth, I think we would all be terrible at them, because I have probably done, I want to say, more flops than successes, but it's gotten to me to where I am. And I swear by doing them, because it brings new people into my funnel. It puts the right kind of energy into the universe, and it brings in sales. And that can't be wrong, right? Oh, that's why I should have opened this first. This is what I wanted to start by talking about: how do you measure success? But I'm going to make sure that I go through the rest. First, the name, the description, the cover image, extra tools. Got it. You want to have a welcome post to start your group. So is mine on here? Let's see here. I have a bunch of deals going on right now. So, I'm going to talk about this. I like to pin my, guys, I got a lot of things to say. Here's my welcome image. So this is actually a doc that I created. It's like, thank you so much for visiting my VIP group. Tells everybody a little bit more about me, a little bit more about what to expect from the group. And you can actually tag people when they join the group on this welcome doc. The other thing that I love to have set up is so much stuff going on in my group. A welcome new members giveaway. And I do this every single month. This is going to be one of the growth strategies that we talk about later on. But if you have a welcome new members, the thing is that when somebody joins a Facebook group, we want them to comment on something within 24 hours of being inside that group. You will see when you join the Women Inspiring Women group, we tagged you, welcomed you, and encourage you to share a little bit about yourself and your business. This is because I want to get to know you and love on you, but this is also very strategic from an algorithm standpoint, because the second, if you comment on something within 24 hours, Facebook will deem this relevant material to you, content to you, and start exposing more of the post inside that group to you. So it will bump up the algorithms for that person. So when a new person requests to join my group, what I do is tag them in this post, welcome them. I give away one thing every single month. And basically I say, all you need to do to enter to win is reply new here, something like that. It can be anything fun. Honestly, it does not need to be a big thing. For me, it's a $40 pair of studs or a $25 credit, just something that's exciting too. It also makes it easier when you're inside an online party or when you're talking to someone behind the scenes to say, hey, I do a new member contest every single month. All you need to do is join my group to check it out and be entered to win. Give them the link, bada boom, bada bing, they're in your group kind of thing. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about inside your group was making sure you have questions, new member questions. Inside your edit settings, you can actually so much stuff. Inside your edit settings, you can actually set up questions that people need to answer before they join your group. This thing's awesome. Okay, where am I? So I don't see where they are in here. It's in here somewhere. I can promise you it's in here somewhere. Anyways, it's in here somewhere. I cannot find it for the life of me. But let me just, you can ask questions. So I like to ask, how did you hear about the group? And you could also do like a little welcome to the group. I'm so happy to have you here. Let me know how you heard about the group. Or what kind of meal tips would you like to get from the group? Or what kind of styling tips would you like to get? Something to engage with them. You'll notice that you answered questions when you join my group. And it's really just to like get a gauge of who's coming into your group. Where did they, you want to be able to track, where did they come from? Because then you know that you can up your activity in that area. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about, and this is outside of your Facebook group. This is just a little bit of like that motivational stuff that I am all about, but I wanted to talk about what you want to get from this training. And I wanted to refer to something that is called your ruler of success. And I didn't make this up. In fact, the person that I talked to about it for the first time didn't make it up, but it's been passed down. And I start every single program with my clients talking about their own ruler of success. And I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but you look at somebody else's success and you wonder like, why am I not experiencing that? Like, why? I've been in this business much longer than them. Like, I've been doing this and da 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 da, and I just can't seem to get there. And what happens so often is that we spend way too much time comparing ourselves to other people. And what we don't realize is that they have like different lives than us. They're doing different things than us. B, they have different goals that even started out as them. So it's sometimes really, really difficult to separate yourself from comparing yourself to what other people are doing inside your industry. But like at the end of the day, if you don't have the same goals as somebody else, then should you have the same outcomes? So what I want you to do inside of that space on your workbook or in a notebook, if you didn't print it out, I want you to write down your own ruler of success. And I want you to ask yourself, what does success look like for you? Does it mean being able to pay for your kids' activities? Does it mean being able to get your nails done every other week without guilt? Does it mean being able to pay for a family vacation? Does it mean being able to drop down to part-time or work from home completely? Does it mean being able to go travel? Does it mean, is it just like, do you do this business just for confidence and personal satisfaction and gratification? Like, what does your ruler of success look like? Because when you realize that your ruler of success is different than somebody else's, then you won't compare yourself anymore. What you'll do when you look at what other people are doing, you'll go back to your ruler of success, you'll refer to your ruler of success, and you'll ask yourself, am I successful based on the ruler that I set out for myself? Because that is the most important part, is that you are achieving success on your own terms and by your own standards. It does not matter that you are achieving success by my standards. It does not matter that you're keeping up with Sally or Jane over there. It does not matter that you haven't hit the kind of milestones that other people are hitting, as long as you are achieving success based on your own ruler. And I know how easy it is to get caught up in other people's success and to feel less than because of their success. But what I want you to do is flip that conversation that you're having in your head. And what other people's success means is that if we want that, it's available to us too. It's not about like, it's about saying to ourselves, she is not me. But if we want that, she can be me. Absolutely. One thing that I've always thought in this business is I'm actually super duper excited when people inside my company like rise to the top, get massive paychecks, hit these big milestones. Think, you know what? If people have that kind of work and determination, that's available to me too. So it's like she is not me. Sorry, internet connection is stable, but she can be. And it's about learning about your own ruler of success and making sure that you are only being on, like you're only honoring your own ruler of success, no one else's. And so I want you to take some time with that today, quiet time, away from me chattering at you, and really ask yourself, what is it that you want from this business? Is it $200 a month? Is it $500 a month? Is it 1,000? Is it 10,000? Is it not even financial? It's personal. It doesn't matter what it is that defines success for you. It only matters that you take the time to define it for yourself. So I'm just going to make sure that there aren't any comments or questions on here, and I'm going to let you go for day one. There's going to be more meaty content on Thursday, but again, I wanted to really set the stage for us. I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. Canva training is a yes. Yes to Canva training. Got it. I will put that in there. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, you guys. Good, good, good. And you know what? Maybe we'll share our ruler of success. I know it's a personal thing, but I also think that once you take the time to map this out, put it somewhere visual. Whenever you have goals, whenever you have things that you want to hold yourself accountable to, put them somewhere visual. Like, I want to sell $1,000 this month. I want you to see that all over the place, because when you can internalize those goals, you're so much more likely to like rise to them, to push to them, and to believe in them. So you guys, that's it for today. Today we set the stage both inside of our VIP groups and with our own ruler of success. So I want you guys to just get everything that you personally want from these trainings. I want you to come out of this with an engaged VIP group where you can build any kind of business that you want. And the truth is, the foundation for a $200 a month business and the foundation for a $10,000 a month business, very similar. Very similar. You can build a six-figure foundation on the same foundation that you build a $500 a month business. I also think that people often worry about being salesy. When you lean into adding value and when you lean into engaging and creating a community, you will lean out of being salesy and spammy and icky. I promise you that, because I believe truthfully in going slower if I'm doing it with integrity in the right way. And I've watched people rise to the top much quicker than me because they are willing to do things that I'm not willing to do. And that's okay. And to each their own, like I said, you do you in every single way. If my strategies and my tactics align with you, then I'm so happy you're here. And I want you to invite your teams, and I want you to invite your pacing partners, because I don't want to see women struggling anymore. I want to see women succeeding. And I think that if we all work together, we can succeed together. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today. You can post any questions you have below. Share the names of your groups if you want any help there. Brainstorm. Use this group to connect with other women that are on a similar journey to you. Post in it, ask questions, anything you want. This is our community to really like expand and dig in over the next couple of weeks and come out of it better and stronger and more confident in the businesses that we're building. So you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you on Thursday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, you will be getting a challenge tomorrow, so stay tuned for that.